Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mark from Solar Games, and today we're going to look into what's inside a Commander Legends Dungeons & Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate bundle. So this is like what they used to call a fat pack, but now we call it bundle. The first thing is, since Neon Dynasty, we've had a couple changes to the bundle. So the bundle is no longer kind of like plastic wrap and all that stuff with the stupid like kind of like a half box on the bottom that really isn't used for anything. Instead, the bundle's a smaller size now, and it's all paper wrapping. So the outer has this kind of like a pull tab, and you have two of them, so you can pull both. I just usually do both, so it's easier to take off, but it's kind of up to you. You pull these down, the bundle kind of just opens up like this, and inside is your standard bundle box, along with a couple other inserts. So you'll notice there's an oversized card, but the first thing is this. You get like a dungeon manual looking type of poster. On the back here is a map of Baldur's Gate, along with some description of this theme. So that's pretty cool. And this oversized magic card here is just the Undercity. So if you're familiar with the set like Dungeons & Dragons, from basically the replacement for M22, the core set, then there's these like basically these dungeons you can go through. Well, this is just another dungeon you go through, and it's called the Undercity. So this will add a fourth dungeon now to the set of available dungeons. Yeah, cool. And the only difference is this dungeon cannot be ventured into unless you have anything that goes in, like allows you to venture into the dungeon Undercity. So it's kind of breaks the like venture mechanic a little bit, but yeah. Oh, I guess I took these out. Forgot to talk about these. So every bundle you get 2 packs of lands basically. This one pack in here, let's just open it, show you. This is just basics. So of course D&D has the special. Kind of like special art basics. You see there, basically 4 different art for every land types in here. And they all have a little like description of the land as the flavor text. So these are actually kind of interesting lands. Obviously these are not full art because they have the description text, but it's still a very interesting land that's very unique to the D&D culture. Inside the other pack here, it's just the foil version of the lands. And you'll notice these packs are all kind of like wax paper. They're paper now instead of plastic. So this is Wizard trying to be a little bit more eco-friendly. Inside this pack, you're going to get your Wand of Wonder. So this is your kind of like bundle promo. It's a different version. It is a foil, and it's a special version of that Wand of Wonder card. And of course, you get 20. Is it 20? Yeah. 20 basic lands, but in foil. So these are actually pretty nice and minty. I'm going to try and see if I can get these to stay in a box so they don't like curl, right? And for this guy, we'll put him in a sleeve. So if you remember my other videos, to prevent curling for any foils, as soon as you get them out, to put them in a sleeve, this prevents moisture from going in, and that differentiation of moisture is usually what causes cards to curl. So the more you can prevent that from happening, the less they'll curl. Okay, so in addition to that, what you get is 2 of these kind of like education cards. So these bundles are usually made for newer players, and that's why they contain like cards here that show you how to basically play the game, kind of like if you think about rule books type of thing. You also get a really nice dice. So this dice is a special bundle dice. Because this is a D&D set, the dice is actually a D20. It's not a normal spin down. So the difference between a D20 and a spin down is a D20 has kind of randomized surfaces for the numbers. A spin down will start with 20, and it'll kind of like do a spiral spinning so it's easier to find out the next number. And the reason why we use spin downs in Magic mostly is because it's used for life counting. But for actual Dungeons & Dragons, you do need to roll D20 to get a specific number. So this is why the random number one is more useful here. Okay, in addition to all those things, of course, you get your nice little deck box here with the inner container, and this holds about like, I think, 500 cards or so, something like that. So it's pretty decent size. You can use it for storage. I actually really like these bundles because they look really nice. The one issue I have with these bundles is the fact that this inner insert kind of comes off like somewhat easily. like this piece. So the solution I have is actually I use double-sided tape and just tape this this surface, but also these on the side directly into the box, and this will hold it inside. Because without this thing, this box can actually fall like over, and it's hard to kind of get this thing out. So it's better to have this insert, plus also prevents damaging your cards. So having this insert here prevents this box from going all the way down. That doesn't damage your cards. It's better this way. So recommendation, grab one of these and get double-sided tape and just tape this in. And once you tape that in, you're gonna have a great time. So, cool. And this is probably the most important part, the bundles do come with 8 packs. They used to be 10 packs and they used to be draft packs. But now they come with 8 packs, but these are set booster. So it's very similar to your set booster that you get in a booster box, but you only get 8 of them. Now, this is one of the reasons why the bundle is more expensive this time around for Commander Legends, is simply because in a set booster for Commander Legends, there are 18 packs of set boosters, and that's the whatever standard price for the Commander Legends. Inside the bundle, which I think MSRP is around 50-ish, 55 maybe even, you get 8 packs. So if you think about it, the math kind of works out where it's about like half of a set booster box, a little bit less than a half of a set booster box is what you get inside a bundle. So one way to think about it, the bundle actually gives you a lot more packs, but another way to think about it is just because Commander Legends is supposed to be very valuable, so I guess they just have less packs for you. So something to be aware. So, let's go ahead and open our packs and see what we get. So inside the set boosters, you're going to have the face card, which is going to be your art card, followed by a land. So this can be basic land, foil or non-foil, just very similar to the ones that we opened in the land packs earlier. And then you get 2 of these showcase cards, and these can be common or uncommon here, okay? Followed by 3 commons, and this is where it gets interesting. So if you get 2 of the showcase cards, you usually followed by 3 commons, and then 3 uncommons, followed by a commander creature. So it's a legendary creature or a commander available planeswalker. So 3 of the planeswalkers of the sets all can be commanders, so they can appear in this slot here, okay? So in my case, I got a rare. And then followed by that is going to be a background. It's always going to be a background, so those are of any rarity, right? So this one is a common background. And then followed by a etch foil. So this etch foil can be of any rarity. In this case, it's our rare Mazi, True Sworn Paladin. After that, it's going to be our rare slot. So this is just a rare from the set. Any rare, of course, we'll do here. After that is our kind of like spice slot, or whatever you want to call it, like fire. And this is basically it could be like the board list, it could be your full art, it could be anything really in here. Foil, not necessarily foil, but those kind of options are here. So in this case, we got a showcase Council of 4. And then right after that is going to be our foil. So this foil can be of any rarity as well. In this case, we have a Scion of Hollister, and then of course this token card. So that's basically how a set booster works. There are a couple variations, and the set booster can have 1 rare, right? Minimum have 1 rare, and up to 7. Now, 7 rares or mythics is going to be pretty hard to hit. So yeah. So here in this case, you see that's our art card, followed by a foil mountain this time. So put it here, okay? And then now we have 2 of our showcase. So here's an uncommon, here's a common. Whenever you see 2 showcase cards, that means 3 commons will follow, 3, followed by 3 uncommons, okay? And then this is going to be our legendary. In this case, it's a uncommon, so right. And then that's going to be our background. So the backgrounds and the legendary work this way, where you can choose a background with most of your commanders that are monocolor. And that way it allows you to have 2 colors. That way basically allows, it's kind of like partner, except it's very specific for commanders that have a option to say something like choose a background. Okay. Followed by our etch foil. In this case, it's a uncommon, legendary. All the etch foils are going to be legendary, so either backgrounds or legendary creatures. Followed by a rare, which is Blade of Selves. Followed by our kind of like spice card, which is going to be another rare, Duke. And then this is our foil. And then this is the list card. So in this case, we got Ceremonial Guard that's Mercadian Mask. Okay, so by and large, that's how set boosters work. So I'll leave that one here. Okay. On to pack 3 here. Okay, art card, land, showcase. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is going to be our, this case, legendary right here. And of course, right here, nice, we got a nice pull. This is Elminster, our mythic rare here. Goes right here, somewhere here, okay. Tavern Brawl is our common, and our etch foil is going to be uncommon, and followed by Raphael. And this is the Torch, which is our foil, and Late to Dinner is that's from Modern Horizons. Anyway, so as you can see, that last pack here, we had 1, 2, 3 rares, right? And so it's pretty common to have about 3 rares. 2 to 3 rare is the most common per pack of set boosters in Commander Legends. Now, if you're looking for special showcase frame, it's really great packs to open. But if you're looking for normal frames, the set booster has less cards, so usually that will be a little bit more tough to get what you're looking for. Okay, in this case, this pack here is a 1 rare, followed by our foil, followed by a construct. Every set booster will always have a etch foil guarantee and a normal foil guaranteed. So you're always going to have 2 guaranteed cards. And because the etch foil and the normal foil can both be rare or mythic, that's how the set booster brings up your kind of like drop rates for those cards. Right? Our legendary is Gorion. Our background is going to be this guy, Scion again. And we have a etch foil here, Raised by Giants, followed by our Flutus, followed by Traverse, and a foil Sword Coast Sailor, another background. So there's actually quite a bit of backgrounds in this set. You're looking at 5 of every color, so 1 of every color within the common slot. I think the uncommon slot has 3 per color. The rare has 1 per color, and no mythic backgrounds. So that's basically what you're looking at if you're trying to hunt for backgrounds there. Okay. There's our background, which is the rare background. This is our common foil etch. This is another rare, followed by Rock. And oh, Zakoma is our Primal Calamity is our list card. So if you have been following me for other videos, we've kind of talked a little bit about list cards in general. Let me just go ahead and sleeve these cards. So the list has gone through a couple changes. So recently in the Streets of New Capenna, the list actually had a much smaller set of possible drops. So they lowered the list down from like around 300 down to 50. And the additional thing they did was what they cut out was all the commons. So basically the list was only going to give you rare or higher rarity cards, right? So that was pretty cool because it made the list very valuable. In general, if you hit a list card, it's something good. And basically the list cards of that set that was kind of okay, not great, was the Stranger Things reprint cards. That's basically what the list was full of, that set, Streets of New Capenna. For Baldur's Gate, it looks like they're back to 300 again, so now you're going to have a lot. Some other cards are not great on the list, but honestly, so far, the list has been better still. It's not amazing, but it's still kind of like a little bit better, meaning there are obviously more valuable cards and less like crappy throwaway cards. Our etch foil here is Will, Blade of the Frontiers. Okay, that's our rare, and then Modify Memory and our token card. That's it. That's pretty much what's inside a bundle. So I hope you enjoy that and go out there and enjoy this set. Yeah, I've drafted. Actually, I played one sealed two-headed giant with my buddy for this set. It was actually pretty interesting, but I think this set is better off drafted. So I highly recommend if you have the chance, go to your local game store and draft the set because I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Anyways. Mark, Solar Games, I'm signing out. I hope you really enjoy this set. It does have a lot of really unique characters. I know it's not really for everyone. I know D&D, artwork, etc. is not always for someone, but that's kind of like the point, right? So Magic is not really meant for a specific set of group of people. It will try to make cards for everybody and just rotate them around. So I'm sure by the time we get to Dominaria United or Brothers War, there will be cards that are for you if this set wasn't for you. But if this set is for you, please enjoy it. There are a lot of really great cards, like the dragons are amazing in this set. So, and there are a lot of really new, interesting commander potential cards in the set as well. Plus, I personally think background is an interesting take. I was always afraid of printing more partner cards because you could potentially have problems where certain partners of this set could really screw with previous printed partners, but having a different mechanic that works very similar, and that works really well flavor-wise with Dungeons & Dragons is also a very, very positive thing. So I like that. Anyways, Mark, Solar Games, I'm signing out. See you guys next time.